All right, here I am. How y'all's doing today? Happy Friday again. Happy Friday. So, January 31st. Okay, now in between something I want you guys to see that I watched today. And I, you know, let's see if I can go back. Okay. So, we're gonna get into this because I want you guys to see just how things lined up when it came to Bobbi Kristina. I just want y'all to watch Pat's actions. This is the Houston's on Our Own, Season 1, Episode 1, 100 White Roses. I want you guys to just, let me find my remote so y'all can hear it. I don't own the rights to this TV show, just using it for educational purposes only.
Tonight on the Houston's On Our Own.
This is Mother's Day weekend, and it's the first Mother's Day without my mom.
It really bothers me that everybody has their relationship screwed up.
We're like Three Musketeers type of thing.
I just want y'all to see his actions. I want y'all to just see. No, Brad.
It's also
not this time. She probably will be in a little while though.
Past years and eyes are smoking.
It's also in engagement.
Let us pray that everybody finds their way.
Hey, Homer. I'm gonna do this just because. Even though don't nobody know me contribute, but that voice, man, that voice.
I'm Pat Houston. I was Whitney Houston's sister-in-law, manager, and friend.
Now we gonna stop right there. Because now we know damn well. Say, Brad, say you ain't got time for it today. Say not today, huh? Say let you get it out the way before we get started. Now we know for a fact. Pat, I need you to explain. I need documentation. I need to see some documentation of when this lady became Whitney Houston's manager and her assistant. Honey, use the assistant. You come on, for real. You was the manager and the assistant. Y'all see my face right now? But we gonna get into that in a minute. This is only about 20 minutes, y'all. I just want y'all.
It's been 3 months since Whitney's passing. I am the executive of her estate, and I still run the day-to-day operations of the company. It's a lot, but I have to do what I have to do. So, ladies, here we are.
Hey, Sleeping Beauty.
My name is Gary Houston.
Aww.
I'm with this.
I'm glad. I know you glad you at home. You can relax.
I miss her all day, every day.
Sleeping Beauty, if you ever get the chance, let me know. Hey, Gabrielle Young. Let me know if you still want to do that reading or not.
I'm 14 years old, and I am Pat and Gary's daughter. I have always been close to my cousin KRISSI, but since her mom passed away, she's been spending even more time with our family, and I've gotten even closer with her.
Whitney entrusted me to take care of everything that was dear to her, especially Bobbi Kristina. Taking care.
Now, that's the question I have, y'all. Because there's no documentation that Pat Gord, whatever her name is, Pat Houston was supposed to have legal guardianship over Bobbi Kristina. I want to know, how is it that this woman had so much power that her own daddy didn't even have legal guardianship over her? How is it that where in writing did it say that Whitney Houston gave you legal guardianship of her child? Because I don't recall that. I don't think nobody else recall that either. Because from what I'm hearing out of Leola Brown's mouth, she's the one who had legal guardianship. So, Pat, I'm going to need you to make that one make sense for me, because that don't make sense to me. She left you in charge of everything that was dear to her, including her daughter. But if she left you in charge of her, how did that baby end up dead? Please make it make sense. I'm going to need somebody to make this part make sense, because how did you get legal guardianship? Inquiring minds really want to know. Like, really want to know. I'm about to, baby, that's a lot of explaining to do. I'm just saying. That's a whole lot of explaining to do. I'm just trying to get somebody to make, because Pat doing a lot of lying around here. And I just want y'all to watch her. And y'all notice how tall she is. She was taller than Whitney. I do see that. And I think she used that to her advantage. I really, really do. I really, really do.
Of KRISSI will definitely be a challenge for me, but it's something that I'm going to do.
Who knows today? I'm Bobbi Kristina Brown. I'm 19 years old, the daughter of
Bobbi Brown,
Whitney Houston and Bobbi Brown.
I think he could have did things a little better.
Beautiful.
If he would have listened to his sister at the time, I don't think we would be at this stage right now.
This
I really
weekend
don't.
is Mother's Day weekend.
But you know, he thought he was surrounded by people he thought he could trust.
Without my mom.
So yeah, Sleeping Beauty, let me know if you still want to do that.
And we're gonna go see my mother's gravesite.
If you still want to do your reading or not.
Since she's been gone.
But yeah, I think he could have did things a little bit better. But you know, when your emotional state is high, and at that moment, I really believe his emotional state was high. Because come on, that was his baby girl. That was his baby. I'm not understanding. It's a lot that I'm trying to understand that I'm not understanding. That's really not making sense to me.
For Mother's Day. And tonight, I kind of just want to spend some time with Nick and have dinner and just have a good time. I'm glad we're having dinner together.
For a long time.
Yes.
My name is Nick Gordon. My life changed dramatically when I met KRISSI and Whitney. I was going to high school. My mom had kicked me out of the house. KRISSI being my friend, I got to know Whitney. She took me in.
Nick, I don't think Nick cared. Okay, Sleeping Beauty, just let me know.
I know. I'm in love with it. I
don't think
that these people are saying
Nick cared about Bobbi Kristina.
You guys can take my word.
He cared about the assets, the lifestyle, because now he finally living how he wanted to live. My question is, what was his mom at during all this?
But know that she's not coming back. It's just setting in for me as well. It really bothers me that everybody has a relationship screwed up. I was never adopted, nor am I her blood brother. We just really cared about each other. I'm happy, we're finally working on the house and getting
I just want y'all to watch his actions.
Nick and I are still living in the house that we shared with our mother, and being there at the house every day, it only makes things harder.
I'm used to going up there and looking to the left, and there she is sleeping, laying down.
Every morning I go upstairs, I'm like, good morning, Mom, I miss you.
Yeah, I think she was murdered.
Go back down the stairs.
I believe she was killed exactly how her mom was killed.
You know, when they lose somebody, they don't have the constant reminder that we have. Seeing her in the papers, it's a fresh wound that they keep cutting open.
Cutting deeper and deeper, yeah.
You've done a great job, holding yourself together, and
I appreciate that. We've been through hell and back together.
Y'all see that smooth talk he throwing?
Every single
you gotta make it look good.
There could possibly be. So I think that's what makes our relationship so strong.
The person she's sitting in front of, but I don't think he did it by himself. I'm gonna say that much. I believe he was paid to do that. And if he was acting, he doing a damn good
Last
job
night
of
for
it.
Mother's Day weekend. I know tomorrow is going to be a difficult day for KRISSI, so I'm taking her and Red to lunch to fill them in on our plans. We have to get ready for this weekend. Grandma's expecting to see both of you. All right? What's so funny?
Nothing. All right. My relationship with my grandmother is very iffy. We get into those little arguing. Are you doing this right? Are you doing that right?
She's not answering my calls.
Who's not answering your call?
Grandma, I called her once. She didn't answer the
all the
phone.
time. Like, she makes sure that, like,
Well, that's what grandmothers,
that's
what
always
they do.
working. But she's my grandmother. I love her so much.
So we'll go to church on Sunday with grandma because it's, and then we'll go to brunch. And then
I want y'all to listen
All
to
right,
this
you
part.
kinda just threw that out there, like, oh, we're going to church with grandma. Can you ease me into that one? There's a lot of repairing I gotta do. You're 14 and you're back inside of that church again. I had just gotten out of that church, you know, from having my mom at the front of it in a casket. I'm still a little shaken by that.
I didn't think about that part of it. I'm sorry.
To still have flashbacks of the casket being right there. I'm ready to relive that.
When was the last time?
One thing I've noticed in this show, and I'm gonna try to every night until we can get until the end of this season, is because I think it was only one season of this show. We're gonna try to recap every video, basically, so we can watch the movements of how Bobbi was acting and how Nick responded. I want to see if it's gonna lead up to the night of her being beat or what went wrong. Because, you know, they saying she was on drugs, but all you seen her mainly doing in here is drinking, and she was drinking wine. You never seen her do drugs. So my question is, when did the drug habit start? When did it start? Because we know she wasn't doing it when her mother was alive. So when did it start? They keep saying she was doing drugs, but when? She in the front of the cameras 24/7. So when did she have a time to do any type of drug unless somebody was putting it in her drink?
We spent Mother's Day with grandma.
I know, because she's not okay. I'm not okay. So nobody's all right now. I just need time to try to learn how to live without her.
I certainly just do not want to push her. She's not ready. She's
pushing.
I'm going to follow her lead on this one. We are here for you, and you know that.
Yes, ma'am.
You see how nonchalant she is? Like she don't want to talk about nothing. She really don't want to be around nobody.
Tonight we're going to dinner, and I'm super excited because my cousin Daniel will be there. He's a music producer as well, so we'll probably be talking about some music. I gotta talk to you because I'm ready. I'm ready to start. I'm being Houston's daughter could put a lot.
Are you talking to me, Gabrielle
pressure
Young?
on one person. I'm here to prove to the world that I am my own person. If we write some stuff down, let's stick beat to it, whatever. Let's just do it.
I'm glad to hear that KRISSI is talking more about her music career.
I gotta do it, Mom. I gotta come out killing them.
It's something that she's always wanted to do, but she hasn't spoken about it much since her mother passed.
Right now, I'll just do that.
Do I see KRISSI drinking? Now, I know that the restaurant ID'd Nick. I know that I'm not her mother, but I have to look out for her, and this behavior is unacceptable.
Did you see Mommy's ring?
But this is my question. Again, Pat, who left you in charge? Because I don't recall any documentation with your name on it that's leaving you in charge. How did you become the legal guardian? I'm still waiting on that answer. I'm trying to figure out how you able to become the legal guardian when Leola was supposed to be the legal guardian.
It's also in an engagement ring.
Coming up. and it's very difficult to deal with her because the world is so involved. She just might blatantly say, what is going on with the two of you?
We're like the 3 Musketeers type of thing. D'Artagnan has left us.
Let us pray that everybody finds their way.
And that voice just bring back memories, boy.
Did you see Mommy's ring?
How everybody night going tonight so far?
It's also in engagement ring. Yeah.
My back is falling apart, y'all.
Yeah. Really? Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Ring. First of all, if you're going to be engaged, you must go out and you must purchase a ring, not a ring that was given to her by her mom.
How do you go from brother to being a boyfriend?
Oh, I can't complain, Mary. I can't
I'm happy
complain.
now. I'm happy.
Past the years and the eyes are smoking.
Engagement? No. Mm-mm. I'm speechless.
I'm so happy you guys are here.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out, Pat, how you speechless when you stole Gary from somebody else.
I never will, because it was just meant for us to understand, and that's it. I don't think my family can handle that.
I just spoke with my mother.
I wish she had been here last night for dinner. That's
You
what
ain't telling me.
One of the hardest things or challenges I have ever had to face is the fact that these two young people said that we're engaged. This is something that's very difficult for me to deal with. She's young and she's not experienced that way. And it's hard for me sometimes to have to deal with that, but I have to do my best.
Just gotta keep showing the love and letting her know that she is loved and that we support her. But there are certain things that we're not going to, just go along with. That's all.
I think about last night and, watch the behavior.
About her drinking?
About drinking.
Of course not.
I mean, she's 19 years old. That's not a drinking age yet.
No.
And I know her reality.
Like, y'all see how she trying to be like overprotective, like this is her child. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I cannot.
I'm not saying what she's saying is wrong.
That baby lost.
But why are you so fixated on somebody else's child?
Whitney Houston, but the reality is
she has a whole father.
That was her mother.
Why won't y'all let that girl? Why did y'all allow this girl to see her dad?
Because the world is so involved, in our family and what we do.
She's gone. She left us here with that, and it's a heavy task to feel.
I just don't ever want to have to question myself
Look, let me show you something about yourself.
Second guess yourself. I understand.
I don't want to fail KRISSI, and I don't want KRISSI to fail herself.
Look.
Today we're all going to the North Club for a Mother's Day brunch. To be completely honest, I'm really doing it for my grandmother. Happy Mother's Day!
Oh, I missed you. You would
I know, I couldn't miss you. So I kind of skipped out of church. Oops. How was church?
Church was good.
It was good.
We missed you and Nick.
It was just a little too soon.
Back to that church.
It's too soon right now.
KRISSI and Nick, they've been friends for a very long time. So I really don't see him being a lover or a boyfriend of KRISSI's. I still look at this young man as he's a family member. So it's very difficult for me to look at that engagement and take it serious.
Look at that. You know what? I'm gonna be decked out, like no matter what.
My name is Sissy Houston. I'm Whitney Houston's mom, as everyone
Okay, I'll get you
knows.
some juice in a second. Grab a seat. I'll get you some juice in a second.
I was like, hold up. He's old man.
Hey, quiet.
That's my grandma. I was like, what's your name?
That's you.
Go sit down. I'll come and get y'all something to drink in a second. Oh, quit turning it off.
Nobody's good enough to get it.
You're really young.
She's a no-nonsense woman.
Now you see how they acting now. That's her grandma. But look how Pat acted, y'all. Y'all notice she's more fixated on Bobbi Kristina than she is her own daughter.
She's fresh.
I'm grown.
That's what I tell KRISSI all the time. You're not grown.
Take it in the kitchen.
But you're still not grown.
I'm 23. I don't think I'm grown.
No, you're not grown either. I don't know if my mother-in-law approves of
It's not dark. The
KRISSI's
light is on.
relationship with Nick.
Just go sit in your room. I'll come get
She
you.
just might blatantly say,
Okay?
what is going on with the two of you? I know they cannot wait to get up out of
She's
here.
totally fixated on Bob. Look, notice the camera is always on her and Nick.
When's the car coming?
It ain't no big thing getting grown.
Sissy, she's a tough one to get to like me.
Grown, you're ready up here and handle whatever comes your way.
Yeah, right now.
You're not there, right?
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I don't know Dick that well.
Y'all see, Sissy
Everybody
don't
finds their way.
like. She not too fond of Nick. She don't know him.
Now that my mother is not with us anymore, we're like 3 months.
So that means he only been around for a couple of years.
D'Artagnan has left us.
Whitney had many people to tell her it was the wrong decision to bring Nicholas into the household. She said, come on.
I honestly don't
okay.
believe
All
Whitney
right,
is the
don't
one
let
who
me have
brought
to say I
Nicholas
told
into
you
the
so,
household.
so we need to
To
talk
be honest,
a little bit.
but that's just me. Because Viola said he ain't been around them since they didn't grow up together. She said he came around when Whitney and Bobby was going through their divorce in 2007.
But I mean, I'm dealing.
You know, it's been a while.
But look how
since
she
Mom
got. I mean,
was
look.
with your grandmother for
The
Mother's
girl
Day.
is going through shit.
And
She
the
just
fact
lost
that
her mama
you
3
are
months
here,
ago.
It means a great deal.
You
She'll
expect
be
for her
very,
to be
very proud
okay?
of you right now.
It's been 24 years. It's going to be 25 for me, and I'm still not okay.
Before we leave New York is visit Mom's gravesite. At this point in time, I'm completely terrified, but I'm going. I have to.
Coming up.
I don't know how it happened, but it happened. This is the hardest thing I'll ever have to encounter.
The commanding officer called you one of the best pilots he's ever seen. It must be hard being the naval aviator. The toughest job there is.
Exactly, Quiet.
I never thought that I would be.
It's like the girl don't even have a moment to breathe.
I'm praying to
She
God
constantly
that I can get
down
out of
her
this.
back, like,
I'm
bro.
praying to God that He gives me strength to keep walking towards her grave.
This is the first time that any family member has come to the gravesite.
I'm feeling a sense of loss, of emptiness, of
He full of shit.
because
I'm sorry.
of
He
all
full
the
of
things I've shared with my
This
my
nigga still on drugs.
Whitney.
That's where she is. It's not easy.
He ain't
looking
got
down
room to
at
talk.
that ground and knowing that that woman that gave birth to you, that you spent, the past 18 years of your life with, is gone. This
Come on, y'all. Let's get them lights up. Hey, Universal.
Surreal.
It really is universal. It's very sad.
A lot of us may feel right now. We have to have great comfort in knowing that she's smiling
And Pat's
right now
standing
because
here
we are here.
like she a Houston. You ain't even in Houston,
Very,
really.
very difficult moment. For
You a
the
home
family.
wrecker. She a straight home wrecker, bro.
I want to get up and I want to see her face again.
You want to get up and see her face again. But y'all was taking stuff back and forth out her room the night she died.
She's in a better place than we are.
Yeah, good. Look at my face. You keep in touch with me in the morning, won't you? You ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit for a second and I'll be ready. No more pain, no more bull to me in my eyes. No matter what she did, she was my mother, and that's all she was. The way she talks, the way she walks, the way she smells. I can't push myself to lose her. I don't know how it happened, but it happened.
She was 18 when her mama died, y'all. I was 20 when my
This is the hardest thing
I lost
I'll
my
ever have to
mom.
encounter.
That's what blows me quiet. The fact that she got the nerve to be at this woman's gravesite like she really gave a damn.
Family's here.
Not only do I have a 14-year-old,
Real, wait.
I have inherited another daughter.
Look, she done inherited another daughter.
A boyfriend.
Magic couples are here, and
KRISSI has such Nickitis right now.
I'm starting to think somebody was jealous of her.
Other than just having a boyfriend.
What y'all
it's
think?
kind of like Charlie Brown on here, this womp, 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 bull, womp.
I know what her mother would want for her.
So I've heard that you want to be a star.
You've taken care of a lot of things lately.
Meaning what?
You don't discipline KRISSI. Just because she's 19 doesn't mean she's grown. Have you talked to Uncle Bobby?
Not yet, but I will.
Well, I think he's here soon.
Grandma's coming into town.
I don't know why she don't like me.
Son about to go down.
And no one knew that from a godson that you would turn into a boyfriend. No one knew that. Something is different. Something is not right.
She's having a real big cloud.
I hope KRISSI is not breathing in the wrong way.
You gotta give me your number before you get out of here.
It's like universal. It's like it's a lot that don't sit right with me. That bitch right there, both of them, dirty as fuck, bro. Dirty as fuck. Dirty as hell.
I sympathize with the fact she lost her mother.
You don't want to lose her.
The only way that I can get KRISSI on track is to take her to California.
I hope it don't enjoy what's between you and your daughter.
I just need a little understanding from you.
We're not breaking up the family, are we? If I need to step out, I'll do it.
She was at universe. Can you send me the link to my email?
All right, let's rock.
Cause I'm trying to keep up with everything she's saying. Cause I know she's speaking truth. Cause I feel it.
Previously on the Houstons on her own.
This is the first time that any family member has come to the gravesite.
It's not easy looking down at that ground, knowing that that woman that gave birth to you is
Very jealous, very envious.
People have KRISSI and I's relationship so screwed up.
I'm in love with him. It was never anything that these people are saying as incest. None of that. You guys can take my word for it. Do you see mommy's ring? It's also in engagement ring.
Engagement? No.
That bitch dirty as hell. She dirty as fuck, bro. I don't like her.
That's it.
I don't.
My family.
Every time I see her, it's like my skin crawl, bro. She make me itch. Okay, quiet, thanks. Cause I got a couple of videos I need to catch up on. I need to find all the ones. I need the very first interview with Nick Gordon, with Dr. Phil. I need all those interviews. Cause I'm finna get down to the nitty gritty of this. Cause somebody gonna end up breaking. Okay, Universal.
New Jersey and to the gravesite. KRISSI has been a little absent. I think keeping her close to the family is very important. So I invited her to
Look, it's what she thinks. Ain't nobody stopping to think how she feels. Pat always wanted to be about her. It's about her. Like she try. Is it just me, or is it like she trying to steal this baby's spotlight? She don't want to be in the cameras. She don't want to really be on this show, but you're gonna force her to be there.
Are you coming here? Okay.
Like, look, don't make no sense.
She's still here in a few minutes. I hope KRISSI shows up for Rhea's swim meet today because Rhea really looks up to her cousin. Rhea is going through many changes right now. She's starting high school. It would be great for KRISSI to spend time with her and also the family.
I know what KRISSI going through.
Nick and I arrived like
Okay, quiet.
For Rhea's swim meet. So I'm like, all right, we made it. Good, we're here.
Just in time.
Yeah, she was very heartless. It was everything what she thought was best for her.
Inseparable.
So I'm trying to figure out
It's them against the world.
who gave you that authority.
And that's not what I want for her.
Oh, there we go.
Yo, they getting ready. Come on.
Come on, Rhea. Pull, baby, pull. Come on, Rhea. Pull, Rhea.
Good job, Rhea. Hey, that's midget thing. That's what I'm talking about. That's cool.
Hey, Celine. Will this be happening?
It's bread. It's beyond messed up. All right, Taya. It's beyond messed up, bro. It is.
You guys want to get out? I want to stay longer on this letter.
I'm beginning to wonder, is KRISSI really tired? She never seems to be tired of Nicholas.
Why is she so worried about it though? Actually, I'm waiting for her to call Gabrielle Young.
Emily.
If she's not too tired.
Hi.
Hi, Pumpkin.
How you doing?
You know what? I was trying to get Rez things ready for school.
Yeah.
Yeah. KRISSI has been very distant lately. I feel like I have to reach out to her. Acting is something that she's always wanted to do. She was so happy when she was working on Tyler Perry's For Better or Worse. I think being focused on her acting career is definitely going to help her with her grieving. I've set up.
Man, Universal, say it again.
I've spoken to.
Actually, Brad, you know what? You're right. Because it's like she pushed her daughter to the side for the fame. But what fame do she really got? Let's really just be serious here. What fame do this lady really got besides stealing everything Whitney Houston had and her daughter had? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I believe Nick was under that sore thumb. Didn't nobody have this girl at their best as their best interest. The person that really cared, they kept her away.
The best of the best.
I still want to know right now to this day, why wasn't Bobby Brown, when that man sobered up, why wasn't he allowed to come see his daughter? He was allowed to see her more high when he was high than he is sober. Huh?
So acting is definitely a place of refuge for me. So I can definitely understand where
I'm not saying the girl didn't do drugs, but I don't think she did drugs like people out here making it seem. I believe they drugged her up, to be honest. I'm just going to be honest with it. The man was able to see his child more when he was high and fucked up than he is now sober. I believe if they would have let that man been around his daughter, she'd have been here. And I honestly believe Whitney would have still been here too. Because see, Nick confirmed when he said, had I saved you with Whitney, that confirmed that you and Pat was in that room. So Pat, what errands did you go run? Let's really be truthful.
So, I think that being comfortable with somebody really plays a role.
Yeah. If you're not comfortable, how can you?
How can you act?
Look at her face, yo.
Performing.
She's not even happy.
So, that's all up to you. And you gotta learn how to know if that's not.
He manipulating his ass off right now. Universal, I haven't saw the movie. Where can I find the movie at?
To look out for me, but I need to give this a little bit more of a thought.
Yeah, they knew he would have. Quiet.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's how it straight up. It doesn't work out. It doesn't work out.
Right,
I
Taya?
just have to see. When the time comes.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, this world just a little different, right? Universal, what is the name of the movie?
Some little boy trying to look at him.
It better not be no white boy.
My dad is being so ratchet and overprotective. I mean, I'm in high school, hello.
Is it that movie, something about We Almost Had It All? Is that the movie?
What was that?
I'm waiting on the book.
He's an apple juice.
From what I'm hearing, the book should be dropping here real soon.
No, my wife.
I can't wait to get it. Because that's where all of the truth is coming out in that book. Oh, it's called Whitney? Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to go watch it. Because, see, I think that'll give me a lot of insight. But you already know they're gonna leave out a lot of shit.
Why you wearing that little dress?
Because I'm trying to figure out when did Pat Houston become Whitney Houston's manager? Because I don't recall that.
Copyright.
Maybe you should go with some sweats. Pat has been so busy with KRISSI and managing her life. That means I need to spend quality time and daddy time with my daughter Rhea.
Okay, girl, you gotta get ready for school too. You're gonna get fresh. I remember dropping you off at the daycare.
I really go
You married me? Some little boy trying to look at me.
I wish you would. Oh, that's funny.
It better not be.
I want some.
Wow.
Make mine extra hot.
I'm telling you the truth.
You know that hot that you're going to need like 3 cups of milk.
Like she's a boy.
Just to cool the back of your
I don't
tongue.
hesitate to keep it real with her, no matter what's going on.
Houston, you got a problem,
You know what? It's funny they said that. Because they got a title of a video that says, Houston, we have a problem. And this nigga overdosed and sitting in the front seat of a car.
Shoot, happiness in their body.
No, please, not you too.
Can we get some onion rings to go with them?
Why not? It's that daughter thing.
I just had to be weird, didn't
It was respect.
I? I just had to throw the whole taste bud off, didn't
You got to be a little bit more broad-minded about things.
I hear you. I hear you.
My dad thinks he is a comedian. I mean, look at my face. Am I laughing right now?
Oh, by the way, y'all, I'm at 1,900 subscribers.
Don't mix it up. Don't
It's
mix
Friday.
It up.
It's time to celebrate.
Wait, don't twist my words around. I don't have anything against brothers. That's
Oh,
my point.
Taya, bro,
Got their
you
attitude.
use the hot sauce?
Grace.
Get the seasoning.
My dad is being so
Thank you, boo. Get the
overprotective.
seasoning.
I mean,
You'll love that
I'm
even
in
better.
high school, hello.
It's
about
better than
time
the hot
to start
sauce.
growing up a little bit and make some decisions on my own.
Huh? Thank you, Brian. You found that? Yeah.
My head hurt. I can mess up as much as I want. My head
My head
hurts.
hurts really like one. It hurt like it.
I thought y'all started.
Bye, Gary.
He's not bothering you. Get out the camera. Okay, we're going to get some juice in a minute. I know, right? I was at 3 digits. I was sitting at what? Literally what? 138 subscribers, Taya? And look at me now. I'm sitting at 1,900. I'm in the quadruple digits.
I'm sorry about that. At the last minute, KRISSI texted me to say she's not going to make it. It just wasn't happening for her today.
Sorry she didn't make it.
Yeah, me too.
Now, see, this that moment I wish I had a bottle of wine to celebrate for real.
My suspicion is that Nicholas has a lot to do with this.
Man, y'all gotta try that real hot, the Frank's real hot seasoning. They actually got it in the seasoning there. That shit is. Yes, I've come a long ways. I done been through the storm. I'm talking about I done been through hell, fire, and brimstone. And yet I can stand here in my Monica voice and say, I'm still standing.
She wants
Look
to
at me now. Would,
be responsible.
I'm getting paper.
He is a total distraction for her.
I'm fresh in the mud. Hey, people, it's just how y'all doing. I'm not Cupid. I'm not stupid.
Here we go.
Hey.
I'm coming for you, Chris.
Nick is my partner in crime. Like, this is what I'd rather be doing.
Oh my God, move! Alright, you know what? This is about to piss me off. This game is pissing me off.
It's not
many times have you seen
Minnie Mouse.
where you have
Okay.
someone that's just in the
Move back.
way?
Move back.
How do you do
Get out the way
that?
of the screen. Y'all in front of the TV.
Minnie Mouse.
What most people don't understand about KRISSI and I's relationship is that
Okay, so it's the Bobbi Kristina story, and then Whitney is a Lifetime movie. I'm pretty sure we could probably still find it on YouTube
It's
too.
just the type of relationship we have.
I'm gonna need y'all to get out the way of the camera. Go that way. Go that way. I'm gonna get you some juice in a second. Here, take the toys with you.
Yeah, a little teeny tiny red upset, but I really needed to.
I done made it through, man. I'm talking about and I ain't even have an umbrella. Go get your cup, CJ.
What?
Go get your cup. Hey, look at the camera and everybody wait. Say hey. Say hey.
Hey.
Show his face.
CJ, go get your cup.
KRISSI didn't.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm
KRISSI
multitasking.
didn't show up today.
Your cup is in mommy room. Yes, go get your cup.
She was okay.
Go get your cup first.
You know, she just didn't feel like just being around anyone today.
That's
You
who
know,
I do it
just
for,
seeing
y'all.
little things
I
in
do
her,
it for them.
not really being responsible or respectful for anyone else's time.
That's the key word.
Every dime I get
It's
goes
now
to them.
becoming
And to my 3
a habit.
babies out there in Tennessee.
And you know we can't have that.
She's a child. When they reach the age of 18, they think they're in adulthood and they can do whatever they want to do. This is
Oh yeah, if Angela Bassett did it, yeah, she wasn't there because she already knew the deal.
Family, I'm not having it.
She already knew the deal. She like hell to the no.
They guide us all the
To
time,
the
but
no. Y'all see that face? Look at that creature. That is an unstable creature, both of them.
I have to put my
Two
foot down.
envious ass people put together.
Coming up next.
I am definitely not liking what I'm seeing right now in Chrissy's behavior. I've had my suspicions about the drinking.
So I'm trying to figure out where the drugs come in at. I'm finna be honest with you. I believe Pat is the one who forced Nick to start making Bobbi Kristina do drugs. I'm just gonna be honest. They were sipping that shit in her drinks. They had to.
Pat calling. You were supposed to meet me at the Performing Arts Center to meet with Lalanya. I can't imagine where you are that you would not show up. And
It's like y'all see how she just really wanted to control her life instead of letting her make decisions of her own.
Tonight for dinner, because you and I, we have to talk. I hope and pray that I see you tonight at dinner. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. They better show up for dinner. They'll be held to pay. Mm-hmm.
I do not own the rights to this show. I am using it for educational purposes only. Educational purposes only.
Because I really need to talk to them.
Fair Use Disclaimer Act. Copyright disclaimer.
Who is this young man right here?
This is my cousin Lester. What's this?
Exactly, Universal. And that shit crazy as hell.
It tastes good. It tastes like apple juice.
What was that?
Okay, you ready?
It tastes like apple juice. It tastes good.
I cannot believe this. Okay. I am definitely really not liking what I'm seeing right now in Krissi's
That
behavior.
girl is 19 years
I've had
old.
my suspicions about the drinking because I know that in the past her mother would allow her to have a glass of champagne or a glass of wine, but I do not want her dealing with her mother's passing in the wrong way.
Are you sure about that, Pat? Because it seemed like to me you the one who drove her today. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
It's not ready yet, though.
It smells good.
It's gonna be delicious when it's finished.
Yeah.
Krissi, Auntie Pat told me she was going to teach you how to cook for me. So you can make me some
I'm gonna make you some soup, baby. I am. I'm gonna make it now. It's gonna be good.
Uncle Ray said I've heard from you.
I'm glad I'm not that bad of a cook, okay?
Wow.
My cooking.
Like,
is
see,
not that
she
bad.
stays out of it.
It's hot. And that one's tasty.
That's it right there.
Well, we gonna get her on the TV show and act like she got a drinking problem. But you've been the one feeding her the alcohol the whole time. It's like, come on, man. We're not gonna sit here and act like this lady perfect.
He's going to be our boyfriend. You know, he really needs to be there for this process to be in the right mindset. Just know this. I just want you to take care of yourself and take care of her. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's all she wants for you. That's it.
Your cup, you took it in mommy room.
Oh, I will. It's everybody's demand.
Don't feel the pressure on your shoulders, will you?
This doesn't seem to be going very well. I thought maybe it was the relationship. Krissi's obviously still grieving. We've got to do something about this because I can't see her fall by the wayside. No way, no how. Not gonna happen.
Here you go, boo-boo.
It's raining tonight. Oh, please, don't get the scallops. Oh my God.
Wow, just step over it.
Down.
I believe so too, Universal. Why she's sitting on this TV show acting like she really care, and she don't give a shit.
Are joined at the head. So I have planned an all-girls trip. You're gonna have a meltdown, aren't you? I'm not planning on taking Krissi alone.
She said not happening.
That's gonna kill us. I warned him not to come down here. Some stuff to go down.
No one knew that from a godson that you would turn into a boyfriend either.
Everybody else doesn't have to be in my business about it.
Nick didn't really give a damn about Krissi and her well-being.
Worst trip ever.
He's showing it. But the thing is, how did Nick get that way?
Krissi
Has Nick been like this the whole time they've been together?
An all-girls trip.
Was this all just an act? Because the Oscar goes to, we got a couple of actors and actresses.
I warned him not to come down here. Some stuff to go down.
No one knew that from a godson that you would turn into a boyfriend either.
Everybody else doesn't have to be in my business about it.
Nick didn't really give a damn about Krissi and her well-being.
Worst trip ever.
And he got the nerve. He got a lot of nerve. Like, y'all really cared about Krissi's well-being. Because I want to know, how did she go from waking up out the coma to going back into a medically induced coma? I need somebody to make that make sense for me. I really need somebody to make that make sense to me. I was on, we on the second one, but after this, I'm gonna read my notes that I got over here.
Can I just talk to Krissi for a minute? Come on.
Okay. Let's go play Vivo or something, Uncle G.
We just need some privacy, Gary.
We'll see you guys in a minute. I love you, honey.
Go on now. I know that Krissi is grieving in many ways. She blows off meetings. She's acting irresponsibly. I am concerned about this new relationship. So I have planned an all-girls trip to St. Simon's Island without Nicholas so that I can get her centered and a bit more grounded.
Have y'all ever heard of St. Simon's Island?
Mad at me.
Because I have.
Because you know we're gonna have that trip to St. Simon's.
I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta
against me, and I'm prepared for it.
1,200 pounds.
You know, but I really think this trip should be just the girls.
Only girls. Why can't it go?
Because, Chrissy, I mean, you guys are so on each other. I used to have Garyitis, and your mother used to tease me a lot.
I do not have Nickitis. Nickitis? I have Auntie Pat-itis at this point. Why can't he come?
I just explained to you why. Can you not just break away from him for just a day or two?
No. That's a long time. 2 days.
You can't breathe without him?
Oh, that was low. If Auntie Pat thinks that I'm going on a trip with her and her friends, she's got another thing coming.
He'll be here when we come back.
Auntie Pat, no.
You're gonna have a meltdown, aren't you? Don't you want to hang out with me? Okay, Rhea needs you this weekend.
Oh, is that what you're gonna put on me? You're gonna put that on me? All right, okay.
This is going to be harder than I thought. How good does it feel to be out here with Auntie Pat today?
You just warm me up.
We ready? All right, ladies.
You're gonna survive. You're gonna survive. Woohoo! Stay excited.
Okay, y'all, I'm back.
Understand, you know, that I've been living with you guys for 7.
My bad, y'all.
Hey.
I just sat on the remote.
Understand this is all about KRISSI and her well-being. So far, his tone and his defense mechanism just shows me that he doesn't really give a damn about what we're trying to say to him.
That boy, that boy.
Exactly, Universal. That was sick as hell. Why is my cat over here trying to play and fight me at the same time?
The girls' weekend is turning out to be pretty special. Everybody's having a good time, even without the men.
That's
Quiet, she definitely should have.
Probably.
Because I went through that at the same. I was young. I was only 20 when my mama died. All my uncle did was kept filling up the box. That's all he did.
Did you invite somebody?
No, not at all.
So the doorbell rings. Gary walks through the door. Not only Gary, but Nicholas and Ray.
Who did her lipstick? Because whoever did her lipstick played too much. Why they ain't come up the rest of her lip?
Dad and Nick, and I'm pretty sure I warned him not to come down here, so he got to go down.
So we gonna put the 14-year-old on the screen.
Really, Gary? We're supposed to be on the same page. Nicholas and KRISSI, separate. Ray, what did I say before I left?
Well, you know,
I got
They have
one
been in the room for 5 minutes, and they're leaving together. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And it's
They
totally
definitely did
unacceptable.
Universal. They got away with it twice.
I miss you, babe. How was your trip over here?
It was nice.
I mean, you could tell she wasn't happy. She wasn't happy at all. First off,
I don't think he understands.
It ain't even resonated with her yet that her mom is actually
You
gone.
guys for 7 years.
She knows she gone, but she ain't accepted
I
it.
know what's going on.
Why force her in front of a camera 3 months after her mom has passed away?
Not cool.
I would bail too.
Understand the relationship.
And why is this lady sitting here trying to act like she really cares? Talking about some she's the legal guardian. Who gave you that authority? How did you get that authority over her own dick? Like, come on, for real? I need to know that because I'm still sitting a little confused on that.
Watch how I handle this.
This crackhead nigga here.
And Nick hassled me so much.
Nice try, Gary.
And then Ray said to me, gee, we have to do something because this boy's getting on our nerves. It wasn't my suggestion because I told him it wasn't a seat for the girls. I told him that. I tried to call
Really
him.
lying his ass off.
He just refused to answer my call.
You think you're going to talk your way out of this? Have fun spending the whole weekend with Nicholas.
Tried to knock on the door. And, I guess he wasn't ready.
I was concerned about the change that he made after everything had happened. From being brother to lover. It hit me right here. I'm thinking that, this guy going through inheritance. What's really going on here?
Good morning, Uncle Ray.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, G? I'm a little late for breakfast, but I'm not exactly in a rush to start my day. Auntie Pat won't even let me and KRISSI hang out anyways. Uncle Ray and Uncle G were a little hard on me in the car. Hopefully they've chilled out a little bit.
Have you talked to...
You know a little weird.
Have you spoken before?
Hold on.
It's the eyebrows.
Coming up. Everybody else doesn't have to be in my
It definitely
business
is quite evil following evil. Look at them eyebrows.
Making me think that he has, other motives.
This nigga ain't got no
I'm
eyebrows.
supposed to talk to a man that hasn't talked to his daughter.
Let me ask you, have you talked to Bobbi? Have you spoken before? Been a minute?
Hold on. No. Oh, here we go again. I don't deserve to be treated like this.
You haven't spoken.
No, I haven't.
You know it's gonna come around. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Eventually. I really don't like Nick's attitude anyway. He's very defensive and it's making me think that he has, other motives.
He got other motives. Like they ain't got the same motives.
You getting ready to maybe marry his daughter.
I understand, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no connection with his daughter, then how am I supposed to build a connection with him?
If Nick wants to do what's best for KRISSI, then he would encourage her to see her father. She only has one living parent, and she needs to be in touch with him.
Everybody else doesn't have to be in my business about it.
No one knew that from a godson that you would turn into a boyfriend either. No one knew that.
But it seemed like a lot of people did to me.
No, they didn't. I didn't know it.
Worst trip ever, man.
Yeah, it's a trip from hell, but that's, sometimes you gotta take
Maybe I'll
it.
reverse it. Maybe a trip right out for you or something.
No, that's just impossible. I can answer anything on me.
We on your side, man.
Probably won't be having too many more breakfasts like this.
Nick, this is not over by a long shot.
We can pack that up to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Rhea, come here. Let me see something.
Good night, quiet. Oh, you said right. My bad. I'm looking at
ambition.
Come on, baby. I need to eat tonight. I got 12 kids.
So, how's everything? Nick is here, but I'm not going to let him spoil my ladies' weekend. I am still determined
It's
to talk
always
to
about
KRISSI
what she
about
got
her
planned.
priorities.
You know what I'm saying?
question is, how's everything with you? Now that you surprised Auntie with Nicholas.
I don't know. Like after those years that Nick and I were with Mom, and we were there with her every single day. It was just like I need something familiar, like someone that
I get it.
Oh,
And
I
do
forgot
get
you in
it.
my ear.
I just want you to understand that that is life,
I know.
other
Hold
than
on,
just
you're
having
in my
boyfriend.
ear.
I have to be careful about what I say to Chrissy about Nick. If I push too hard, I might drive her away. I do not want her to push away from the family.
very happy
Yeah,
that
right.
we got this time to come here and relax.
Really?
Yeah. We are on the right back from St. Simon. Praise God. I just like to ride back with Nick. Girls' time is over. Have a nice trip on the bus.
What's wrong with my phone?
You guys miss Chrissy, don't you?
Oh, she's driving with the guys?
Well, where did you think she was, Ray?
Chrissy leaving with Nick was not the outcome that I expected. She showed us that she cannot live 24 hours without him. But I will not be satisfied until I know that Chrissy can stand on her own
5 minutes without
and become an
speaking that good name
independent
out your
woman,
mouth.
because I know that's what her mother would want for her. Next time on the Houstons on Our Own. This is the first time that the Houston family is headed to LA since Whitney's passing. Chris didn't want to come.
She did what it's doing there. She's just a kid. It's just difficult, very difficult.
We all just have to show her love and support. You realize we're right across the street from the hotel.
The Bethany Hilton Hotel is where Whitney passed away.
Seeing Sissy on stage is going to be very emotional. It's almost like seeing Whitney on stage performing.
It's like the media and everyone, they criticize her. And then these sons of bitches, when she dies, and now you want to dedicate this to her, now you want to put up memorials of her. I'm not going for it.
All right, y'all. I just wanted y'all to get a couple of glasses. Tomorrow, we're going to catch 4 and 5. But do y'all see how Pat just basically surrounding her life, trying to make it like it's really all about Bobbi Kristina and her well-being? She basically do. I mean, Pat shows that, on this show, we're going to make it like it's the surreal life. Like, this girl life really matters. Hello? Hello? These damn AirPods get on my nerves. Rachel, can you hear me? No, she can't. Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, Brand, there go Rachel. She was looking for you. She didn't want to get cussed out today. I mean, just looking at these 2 episodes, you could tell she wasn't happy. The fact that y'all forcing her to do things she wasn't ready for. Mother's Day weekend, y'all wanted her to go to church. Same church. Like she said, she just seen her mother Sydney in 3 months ago. She still ain't got over that. Pat, you think everything? Gabrielle Young said, hey, Rich. Lord Jesus, what? Gabrielle Young said, hey. But it's like she said the show was about the family. But we see it, you got it centered basically around Bobbi. Every little thing she do, her, you probably wanted to know how many times she trickled when she peed. I mean, I get the Nick part. I understand that. I mean, you know, he played his part too. He definitely playing his part. You know, and the Oscar goes too. It's the little soft bitch voice for me. He got a bitch nigga voice. He got that soft ass, cuddly, cool ass voice to be a nigga. So I'm just trying to figure out where did the beating part and shit start coming in at. Because it looked like they kept her drugged up plenty much for them to not want her to be drinking. By the time y'all realized she had the bottle, the bottle empty now. Pat, was that bottle specifically made for her? I mean, I'm just curious. Because, you know, I'm just going to say it's a lot that just don't make sense. Now, again, January 31st, Bobbi Kristina was found unconscious. I'm just giving y'all her timeline. In a bathtub at her home in Georgia by Nick and a friend. Nick alleged to begin CPR until police arrived. Paramedics, whatever you want to call it. Bobbi Kristina is transported to North Fulton Hospital, reported stabilized and breathing. She is later placed in a medically induced coma and on a ventilator. If she was stabilized and breathing, how did she end up in a medically induced coma and on a ventilator? Let me guess. She drowned, right? Oh, no. That came from her being immersed in water and the drug intoxication. Now, this is the question I got. It's a quick question. Now, she was immersed in water, and the water's cold. It's the only difference between her and her mother's case. Now, Whitney Houston was submerged in 66 degrees Celsius, which is basically hot scalding ass water. It took the skin off her back. So 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying? I always wonder why did no water. Even if her face is pushed down in this tub, the water still got to go through the nostrils. It's hot. All that should be burnt. Even down into the esophagus, it should still be little burnt marks from the hot water trickling down. Why was there no case of that? Just like with Bobbi Kristina. So y'all gonna tell me because her face was submerged in water, and the drugs. I'm just trying to figure. I got one question. Anybody on here that smoke marijuana? Drop a 1 in the chat. Because I got one simple question. When have we ever known for marijuana to be the cause of death anywhere? Have we seen any statistics on the leading cause of marijuana being one of the leading causes of death? Quiet said, hey, greetings, Rachel. I mean, let's really make it make sense. Second off, they said it was morphine. Morphine was found in her system. Morphine is not used for heroin addicts. Morphine is for pain. How did morphine end up in her system? Come on, let's just be real frank here. Then they said a cocaine substance. We killed you twice, Taya. But I mean, seriously. She had morphine in her system. They said a cocaine-like substance. What was the cocaine-like substance? Because I went and looked up, you know me, I had gone Google. And I went and looked up the word cocaine-like substance. I wanted to see if it would give me some examples. All it gave me was the actual cocoa leaf that the actual cocaine comes from. So I'm trying to figure out what was this cocaine-like substance. So what y'all trying to say? The girl was doing crack? That's what y'all trying to say? because that's the only thing I can see being a cocaine-like substance. Now we had marijuana. We had, oh shit, I didn't drop the. We had marijuana. We got morphine. We got what else? Sleeping sedatives and anxiety medication. Don't forget the marijuana. No drugs though, y'all. No drugs in our system at all. So if there's no drugs in our system, where the fuck did the cocaine substance come from? What is the cocaine substance? Did the morphine counter-react with the cocaine? When y'all injected it into her, just like y'all injected her mama. Let's be real now, because that's what the $36 million lawsuit was for. Let's just call a thing here. I mean, let's just really make it make sense. You beat that girl in her living room with her so-called friends sitting there. They didn't think to say, no, Nick, stop, you're gonna hurt her. No, y'all sat there and y'all watched him. Y'all allowed him to do this to her. Y'all watched him drag her up those stairs by her weave, mind you. They said they knew, the auntie Leola said she knew somebody had to drug her because her weave was sitting all the way back here. You drug her up them stairs. You continue to beat her again. Matter of fact, let me find a picture. Somewhat similar bathroom scenes, but not quite. Now, this is what her crime scene looks like. What's that stain right there on that floor? Does that look like blood to y'all, or am I tripping? That look like straight blood.
No.
Y'all ain't no more. Y'all ate it all. That look like a straight blood stain. But, and Lord forgive me, may she rest in heaven and in peace. This is her submerged exactly the same way as her mother. Now, if this is the case, wouldn't they both have died from the same exact thing? There's no water in the lungs, which means they were already dead before they was put in those tubs. When it's all said and done. But ain't nobody ready to answer that. Ain't nobody ready to talk about that one. Now Nick said, oh my God, I ran upstairs and I found her. She was face down in the tub. I pulled her out and gave her CPR. Sound familiar? Now let's rewind back a little bit. Now you had Whitney found in the tub. First it was Mary Jones that found her. Then it was Pat, but we're not gonna tell nobody Mary and Pat Houston is the same person. We had Nick, who found her and also performed CPR. Then we had Ray J, who found her and performed CPR. And don't forget the bodyguard. No, security. Security found them, pulled out the tub, and he did CPR too. So we got 4 different people on 4 them. 4 of them. Oh, ain't no more. Y'all ate the ones with the marshmallows in it. 4 of them. And could nobody resuscitate them? Could nobody see them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe. We couldn't. My question is, Pat, when they was calling up there to give y'all CPR instructions, why y'all kept hanging the phone up on them? Again, if Whitney Houston was submerged in hot water, only difference between this case is one was submerged in hot water, the other was submerged in cold water. Whitney was in hot water, Bobbi Kristina was in cold. Now, how did they give her labor pneumonia? Make that make sense. because she was submerged in cold water and wasn't no oxygen to the brain. She accidentally drowned and caught labor pneumonia. And then with Whitney Houston, she was in 66 degrees Celsius hot water, skinned and came off her back. You know what I'm saying? She drowned accidentally because of heart problems and drug overdose. Y'all see the bullshit here? Say hey, CJ. Give me that. But y'all get what I'm saying? Don't y'all think they would have both been submerged in water, no matter what the temperature is? Should they both have died of labor pneumonia? Because I'm trying to figure out how Bobbi Kristina died of pneumonia. But hold on. Let me get back to what I was saying. February 1st, 2015, the Brown family is told to prepare for the worst and advised that the longer Bobbi Kristina remains in the coma, the more likely it will be that she will not regain consciousness. This is what they told her. February 2nd, Bobbi Kristina, hold on, what day is this? February 9th. I have my days mixed up. February 2nd, Bobbi Kristina is moved to Emory University Hospital, where she remains on a ventilator and in a medically induced coma. February 9th, hundreds of supporters gathered in Riverdale, Georgia, for a vigil in honor of Bobbi Kristina. February 10th, this is all 2015, y'all. Bobby Brown's nephew, Shane Brown, and his mother sit down for an exclusive interview with Entertainment Television to offer an update on Bobbi Kristina's condition. She's progressing, Shane says. She's getting better, is what they said. Now, February 17th, the Brown and Houston families meet to discuss removing Bobbi Kristina from life support and the ventilator. Legally, the decision is basically up to Bobby Brown at that time. But you know, he gave no indication that he was thinking of removing his daughter from life support. But this is what Pat didn't want to do. I just need to know why. March 3rd, Bobbi Kristina turns 22, remains in coma. She loves celebrating with small groups of friends and family. March 6th, Nick Gordon sits down for an interview with Dr. Phil that turns into an emotionally charged intervention. We all know Dr. Phil described Gordon's behavior as erratic and believes drugs is to blame. At that time, after that show, Gordon checks into rehab. March 10th, Dr. Phil sits down with Kevin Frazier to discuss his interview with Nick Gordon. He had a complete meltdown. He pulled his phone out, playing Whitney's music, crying and hysterical 1 minute, angry the next. Then he was a crybaby again. Yeah, all that funny ass bullshit. April 19th. Notice the dates though, y'all. Notice how far the dates separate from each other. April 19th. The last one I just read y'all said March 10th. April 19th. Bobby Brown tells the crowd at his concert in Dallas, Texas, that his daughter is awake. She opened her eyes. She couldn't speak, but she opened her eyes. She was awake. April 28th. Nick Gordon left rehab after 7 weeks of treatment. After his little meltdown with the Dr. Phil interview, he moved back home with his mother, Michelle Gordon. May 28th, Bobby Brown and Bobbi Kristina's half-aunt, Pat Houston, are appointed as co-guardians of Bobbi Kristina. I'm trying to understand, why is Bobby Brown being appointed as a co-guardian when he's her dad? That don't make sense. As she remains in a medically induced coma. Now that's the part I need somebody to explain to me. If she woke up and became coherent, just couldn't speak at the moment, because you got the mucus and stuff. She had all these tubes and stuff down her throat. If she's woke and she's coherent, how in the blue hell did she end back up in a medically induced coma? Which means they put her in that coma. What, baby?
Is that for mommy?
No, that's not mommy right now, baby. Not yet, okay? I'll let you know when she on her way. Okay. But again, how did she end back up in a medically induced coma? Just how? It's not taking a rocket scientist to figure it out. This girl was up, alert. Viola and them said when they came there with her ATT came in there, she said, hey, it's TT. She just looked. She said, but when Leola speaks, she got so happy she was trying to talk. But she couldn't talk because of the mucus in her throat. I'm going to need more. Whew. I'm just still tripping on the fact that that Pat Houston became a co-guardian. Don't you got your own kids to worry about? It's just, I don't get it. Mr. Brown and Miss Houston, meaning Pat Houston, are jointly responsible for decisions related to Krissi's care and medical needs. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. What I believe happened was, yeah, they went in there and signed this piece of paper. The thing is, Pat, what did you go do devious to the point where you became the sole, hey, Demary, how are you? Where you became the sole so-called legal guardian over her. How did you become her legal guardian with no type of paperwork? That's what I want to know. Because correct me if I'm wrong, Pat, don't Deola have the original paperwork? Wasn't she supposed to be the actual legal guardian over Bobbi Kristina, but you made sure you left the Browns out of it because they figured out that some of you Houstons ain't up to no earthly damn good. But y'all ain't ready to talk about that part yet either. That's a conversation for another day. Now, they also appointed her with a conservator. Her name was Miss Hargrove. Bedelia Hargrove. She was basically responsible for Krissi's assets, likeness, which includes likeness, rights, and legal claims. Now, May 9th, Bobbi Kristina's grandmother, Cissy Houston, sits down with ET's Kevin Frazier for an exclusive interview. She's the same. She's not progressing at all. Cissy says she's not gone yet, but whatever the Lord decides, I'm ready for her. I have nothing to do with that. That's his job. It's his territory, and I understand it. June 24th, Bobbi Kristina's court-appointed conservator, Bedelia Hargrove, files a lawsuit accusing Nick Gordon of assault, battery, intentional inflictions of emotional distress, and transferring money from Bobbi Kristina's account into his own without authorization. Okay, Demary. Thank you for the support. On the same day, June 24th, Bobbi Kristina is moved to hospice care. A source close to the family tells ET exclusively that Bobbi Kristina is now off all medications and could pass away at any moment. Another source tells ET that her organs are failing. Despite the great medical care at numerous facilities, Bobbi Kristina Brown's condition has continued to deteriorate. Here come the go tell it on the mountain head ass motherfucker. Pat Houston tells ET in a statement, as of today, she has been moved into hospice care. We thank everyone for their support and prayers. She is in God's hands now. I hate when the evil person speak like that. July 14th, Nick Gordon is officially served with a $10 million lawsuit. Longwood. Okay, in Longwood, Florida, accusing him of both physically assaulting and stealing thousands from Bobbi Kristina. I'm an amendment. In an amendment to that suit, it is alleged that Nick gave Bobbi Kristina a toxic cocktail, rendering her unconscious, and then put her face down in a tub of cold water, causing her to suffer brain damage. July 26, 2015, Bobbi Kristina passes away, surrounded by fake-ass family and friends. At Peachtree Christian Hospice in Duluth, Georgia. She was 22. August 3rd, Bobbi Kristina laid to rest in Westfield, New Jersey, next to her late mother, Whitney Houston. And this just goes on. September 26th, medical examiners hold Bobbi Kristina's autopsy pending a criminal investigation. The cause of Bobbi Kristina's death is determined on this day by the Fulton County Medical Examiner. The autopsy results, however, are not being released to the public. Only the Fulton County District Attorney and Roswell Police Department have been informed of the findings at this time. March 4th, on what would have been her 23rd birthday, Fulton County, Georgia Medical Examiner releases the autopsy results and determines that Bobbi Kristina died from complications caused by her face being immersed in water, along with drug intoxication. The official cause of her death is listed as pneumonia. The autopsy could not determine if Brown's death was intentional or accidental. Death was clearly not due to natural causes, but the medical examiner has not been able to determine. Hand me that. Thank you.
Welcome.
What did I do with it? Death was clearly not due to natural causes, but the medical examiner has not been able to determine whether due to intentional or accidental causes, and has therefore classified the manner of death as undetermined. September 16, 2016. Oh, these is all 2016. Nick Gordon is found liable for wrongful suit of Bobbi Kristina after being a no-show at the hearing on the civil lawsuit filed against him by the estate. Gordon did not appear. Okay, I'm trying to pick up where I left off. Okay, Gordon did not appear. Craig Terry, the attorney representing Bobbi Kristina's father, Bobby Brown, tells ET. The judge struck his answer and entered default judgment against him. Basically what it is, he automatically got found guilty. The only issue now is damages, which will likely be tried before a jury possibly in November of that year. November 17th, Nick Gordon is ordered to pay $36 million in the wrongful death suit of Bobbi Kristina. Bobby Brown testified in the Fulton County Superior Court in Atlanta, Georgia, where Judge T. Jackson Bedford determined Gordon must pay for loss of life, punitive damages $250,000, conversion $1.57 million, assault and battery, 1.37 million, and pain and suffering as a result of assault, 13.8 million. The exact amount Gordon will be responsible for paying to Bobbi Kristina's estate is $36,251,918.50, which includes the judge determined value of his former girlfriend's lot, $15 million. January 1st, Nick Gordon dies of a reported drug overdose in Florida on New Year's Day. He was 30. Now, they said allegedly he died of a heroin overdose. A documentary came out, Didn't We Almost Have It All?, which is about Whitney Houston. And so Tina Brown claims that Gordon used to steal Houston's credit cards. Nick used to get their drugs for them. Bobbi didn't do drugs until she got around Nick when he got older. But according to Tina Brown, she knew automatically that Nick had something to do with it. He was there when Whitney died. Is Nick's motivation greed at this moment? Was Nick being abusive to Bobbi Kristina? It's all about money, power, and prestige. But who's really coaching Nick? Is he really doing or did all this on his own, or was he coerced and manipulated to harm Whitney Houston and Bobbi Kristina both? Relatives worried that Bobbi Kristina was actually struggling to cope with her mother's death, you think, and just couldn't fight no longer. Bobbi Brown saved Nick Gordon in a civil case which sued. He gave her a toxic cocktail that led to her death. The lawsuit accused him of assault, battery, intentional inflictions of emotional. I read that already. Bobbi Kristina's death she was badly beaten by the hands of Nick Gordon. He allegedly walked in with friends whom I believe was drug dealers hired by Pat. They sat and watched Nick Gordon profusely beat Bobbi Kristina. He beat her so bad she balled up in a fetal position, screaming and hollering, asking him, why did he do this? Why he doing this? Because she didn't know why. Nick continues to beat on her, dragging her up the stairs by her hair, where he beat her in the bathroom. Did Nick shoot Bobbi up with drugs? See, baby, you can't climb up there. Get down. Did or was he responsible for her 2 front teeth knocked out? She was beaten, drugged, starved, and finally placed in a tub of cold water face down. Sound familiar? Only difference, Whitney's water was scalding hot. Stop being called. Tell me what y'all think. Where's my juice? I guess I got robbed by a kid. But I'll be right back. Oh. Hey, Takita. How you been? Yeah, it definitely is. Cut it out, you two. No, Luna, it's not snack time for you. Can somebody come get my cat? Cause she tripped, trying to take my donut. Y'all wanna come do something with my cat? She think I'm finna share my snack with her. Man, Tanya, I'm about to slingshot it to you. Oh, so let her come over there one good time so they can bark her up a tree. Right, quiet. I think we need to be aware of that. Yeah, Takita, there was. Yep, Takita, they really are. It's finally hitting me, Taya. I'm woke from this time yesterday. When I went live last night, what was that, around 1 or 2 maybe? Yeah, I'm still running off that energy from yesterday. Excuse me, sir. Can you pick my cup up? I mean, my coat. It's not meant for you to jump on, son. But yeah, y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all too much longer. I'm not, cause stop.
Tonight on the Houstons.
My pocket.
Touching stuff.
Pocket.
Oh, I am. I definitely am. I want you guys to have a nice night, a wonderful night. I need to close my eyes for a little bit. You guys take it easy. I will definitely pick up tomorrow night, where I left off tonight. And I'll have more interesting facts for you guys tomorrow. But with that being said, guys have a wonderful night. Peace, y'all. Okay.